we'll see what he says.
Yeah, because probably he's going to make a bigger commission. Just understand you're dealing with people whose interest supersedes yours. Conventional loan, your interest is lower, it will be better, and you try to get the lowest payment possible. Just tell him, hey, conventional because this, if not, convince me, and let him tell you. Tell him, compare conventional to whatever you're offering me, and explain to me, like, make it like educational. Explain to me why not go this direction and versus that direction.
We'll contact you again of how or what options there are.
Yes. You know what a conventional loan is?
No.
Okay. It's any type of home buyer's loan that is not offered or secured by a government entity. Okay?
So there's more risk involved?
No. It's a better rate loan. If that guy want to give you a non-conventional loan, is because his kickback rate, it's called the rebate rate, is higher.
Okay. So is it better to pay more in the down payment, or no, go with it with loan mortgage?
Okay, so it's all a money decision. How much more are we talking more? So here is the formula. Here is the ideal scenario now based on the numbers I see. You get a conventional loan with a 20% down payment, 80% loan, no PMI. And he told me he's got a 401k that's going to be transferred or canceled.
So take it out of the 401k?
Take the money out of the 401k, put it in the bank.
How does he do a loan out of his against his 401k?
This is processed through his human resources. You got to go to human resources and you got to ask him, hey, I want to borrow. They say, here is the form. He fills it out. And they say, you understand you're going to pay from your paycheck. You're going to pay interest to yourself. Oh, yeah, I would love to pay interest to myself. Thank you. Have a nice day. They sell X number of shares or whatever, transfer the money to whatever he tells them, and it should be all done within a week. He'll have the 3 months payment for the bank and the closing cost and some extra money. And he will be paying himself interest. Much better than PMI or anything. You're borrowing against it. You don't cancel the 401k. It doesn't cost you tax. You're paying interest to yourself. It's a beautiful thing. That's the whole idea of having 401k, etc. That you save the money, use it. Now you need it, use it. You'll be paying yourself that loan back, and you will make it happen. And by the way, anytime you have extra cash in your bank account, you then say, I want to pay off the loan back. You're paying yourself. You're borrowing from yourself. You're doing the perfect thing right now. Everything will fall into place. Okay? I'm going to send you an email with all what I said. I'm going to send you an email with everything I said. Okay, you're welcome. Bye-bye. So I could see when somebody's buying their first deal and when somebody's doing a transaction, they're lost. He's asking me, should I go conventional loan or should I go the other type? What should I do? Do you know what conventional loan means? No. How can you make a decision? You don't even know the terminology. It's all back to the misunderstandings of life is in word definition. The level of illiteracy in the United States and in other countries when it comes to understanding the terminology of things, the nomenclatures, the set of word definitions that come with a subject matter, or understanding the numbers and how to calculate is beyond belief. And these people want to transact business. And they are actually good and smart, but it's not their domain. It's like me trying to be in the airplane business. I don't know anything. So the guy is going to say, I want you to get me the manifold and put it right into the back engine of the first airplane on the right side of the wing. What's a manifold? What are you talking about? Back? What engine? What is that? I'm lost. And I'm trying to make a decision. Should I? Imagine if I have to make a decision like this to fly an airplane. How fast will I die? So the financial world, you got to know a few basics. I start all my trainings with the word definition. I spend an hour on word definition when it comes to syndications. Actually, an hour and a half, the first part of the training is to define the words of the Security and Exchange Commission and what it means, is what the security is. What does it mean to do an option on a property? What does it mean to, what's a PPM? A word full of initials, etc. that are so important. When we do the joint venture training and agreement, With students, I spend an hour defining what's going dark. What does it mean to have a corporate guarantee? What's a triple net? What's an absolute net? And I can go on and on and on and on and on. Once they get all the definitions, I get right into the concept, what we're trying to accomplish, and it's like the light went on. And then the next thing, we go into the business model. Here's what you do first, here's what you do second, here's what you do third. You can't do third if you haven't done the first and the second. This is like going on a date. Well, you call somebody to go out, to get to know each other, to make an offer to get married, and then get engaged and then get married. You don't make a phone call to get married. Let's go out first. Let's get to know each other. Anyway, so everything is sequential. As a matter of fact, if you do an investigation, one of the most important things in investigating anything is knowing the sequence of what happened. Getting down to the sequence of events in time frame by time frame by time frame, and then asking the who was there, when did this happen? The when can expose so much. And you know, then the 5W, who, what, when, why, where, how, and how much in any investigation. But the most important thing, if somebody want to throw you off, is they give you something that's not sequential. Oh yeah, we met over here and then we did that. No, 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 no. You actually did this, then went to meet, and then went back to the location. That sequence can expose so much of what went wrong or what went right. Anyway.
So that was you giving your nephew some advice and helping him out.
On the closing, and then I'm going to recap it in writing. Now, why will I put it in writing? What's not written creates chaos. You want to create chaos in your organization, you know, I have to manage from here, all what's going on here, all what's going on in California, all what's going on in Orlando, and whatever teams I have right on the road right now as we speak today, this week. So with 9 businesses running simultaneously and teams on the roads and teams in different offices, how do I stay in control? How do I stay in control? I like what we do. Affinity creates closeness. I understand what we're doing. I'm communicating with the staff in writing. If I want to create chaos, I'll give verbal orders. No, you didn't say this. I thought you said that. You didn't say Memphis. I thought you said this other city. Oh my gosh, you didn't. In writing, you have clarity and you have tracking, and you're able to go back and say, okay, you see it here. You see what we discussed here. Let's go back and do this. You're able to enforce it in a very civil and clear manner. So in order to avoid chaos, put things in writing, make sure people understand them, and then follow up. Half my work is assigning, the other half is enforcing with my team. Assign and enforce. So what I do before I assign is I clarify. Clarify and assign, motivate and enforce. Motivate, hey, you can do this, let's do it this way. And so you give the direction and the support, direction and support.